Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. We can start our business with whatever we have. See, suppose we have got lot of garbage all around. So there is a friend of mine that I am referring. He finished his engineering. Now what to do? Not interested in job. That is the promise he had given to his father. You finish your engineering, but one condition, you will not take a job. See the difference. And then do anything, I am with you, but no job. So he was thinking what to do, moving around. And then he discovered there is a lot of useless garbage available in the city. So he started collecting the waste papers from the scavengers, big way, and made, pulp out of it, and then started making these egg trays. And in that, he used to make millions of egg trays and supply the whole India. So he had a good job, good area, and so many laborers, no skilled labor required, and dry it in the sun. In India, sun is not a problem. Dry in the sun. See. Similarly, what is spiritual life? What we have. With that you start. See. So we have to discover. Nobody can teach us what is spiritual life. And one day when we are thus finding out what life is, Nachiket tells us, Sasyamiva martyaha pachyate sasyamiva jayate punah. See? That like the grass we are born, like the grass we grow. Is this all life? See? Therefore, if we do not have any problems in our life, understand it is not the God's grace. We have to change the direction of our life from the dogward to the Godward. See? Therefore, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, when toward the end, every devotee started asking something or the other to Bhagavan Krishna. Give me this, give me that. Kunti Mata asks that, oh Lord, give me all difficulties and problems. Because of that, I was remembering you. See? दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे ना कोई. How important it is. Therefore, if everything is very goody, we will never be interested on something higher in life. Therefore, when, like our Avadut Gita tells, Ishvaranugrahateva pumsam advaita vasana mahat bhaya paritranam vipranam upajayate. How do we know God's grace? See? God's grace is when we are intensely longing for something higher in life. And the highest is the truth is revealed only as our own being. See? Then every event of our life reminds us of the divinity that we are. And how do we know God's grace has been showering on us? Our standpoint in life changes. The first step of meditation is we change the standpoint. Our present standpoint is relative, in relation to something. Now look at the world from the God standpoint of view. See how important it is. So, all the things that we do in our life, materially or spiritually, so called spirituality, it is for coming to this conclusion that we have to change our standpoint in life. And once the standpoint changes, our perceptions change. When perceptions change, our interactions change. When our interactions change, our experiences change. When our experiences change, we go beyond the experiencer and remain only in experience. This journey is not half an hour a day, but this we have to live 24 hours. Like Tulsidas ji says, Kamihi nari piyari jimi, lobihi priya jimidam, timi raghunath nirantara priya lagahu mohiram. Like for a kami, only enjoyment is the only criteria. Or greedy, money is the only criteria. In the same manner, meditation is we are playing the game of life, but our attention is on something higher. So one basic principle we have to recognize. We cannot know the truth without being the truth. See? This is the most important thing. And this can be done only by analyzing our own experiences. So, what will happen? Our attention will be drawn from the extrovert to the introvert. And this can be done only by learning from every single experience of our life. This example I gave you. Whatever we do, like taking food. So the food doesn't need that we should eat it. It is our need. Similarly, we come and do the puja of Ganeshji Maharaj. He doesn't need. It is our need. So the real meditation begins when we become introvert. Introvert doesn't mean that you are sitting everything all the time closing eyes. No. Then you are playing the game of life. Whatever is required to be done, it is done perfectly. But at the same time, our attention is on our own being. See? It is for this purpose all the spiritual practices are told. Like, first spiritual practice is karma. See? Karturajnaya prapyate phalam karma kim param karma tajjadam. Karma is jada. It will lead you only to the extrovertedness and tiredness. Then do the same karma, Ishwararpitam Nechaya Krutam. The same karma is done for the sake of the Lord. Now, how to do that? Bhagavad Gita tells. See? यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोन्यत्र लोकोयम कर्म बंधनः तदर्थम कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्त संग समाचार. When the karma is done for some higher purpose, and what is the highest purpose? God. So yajnartham, when the karma is done for the sake of the Lord, and how it is done? Mukta Sangha Samachara, two things. Mukta Sangha, what will I get? This is not the criteria. Samachara, done perfectly well. See? Otherwise, ठीक है, चलता है. No. Spiritual life is remaining perfect in whatever we do. As a result, our quality of life in action changes. First step. See, simple living and high thinking is misunderstood as shabby living and stupid thinking. That is not the thing. So, when this is done, what will happen? Chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. Then our mind will remain not disturbed by the things around. See, first step, we are working on meditation. Then that undisturbed mind is applied to learn how to focus. See? So like for the children, they are taught counts. How they are taught? They are given some chocolates, 1, 2, 3, because they are kids. They are unable to hold on. Abstract things. Therefore, initially, the Saguna Sakar, Puja, do that. Thereafter, if we grow little bit, then Japa Sadhana. See? As we start doing Puja, Bhoti, Yajna Karma, so much things are involved. We are doing everything for the God. What is the God? So we are given 1 point. This is the God. So now all the activities are focused to Him. Now He is not taken as an ordinary Parthiv Vigraha, but a Sacheta Murti. And then everything is done like we do for the human beings. Because we are not able to go deeper in our own being. Therefore, some support is given. See? Then from there, we grow slowly. Now, don't limit your perception of God in one Vigraha. See? Ashtamurti Bhrut Deva Pujanam. See? Ashtamurti Bhrut Deva Pujanam. Puja of the God is done in 8. What are those 8? 5 elements. Sun and moon and every living being. 8 of them. So what will happen? Now the God's perception is on a wider canvas. So what is happening? Our mind is slowly expanding. Earlier it was on one God. Then slowly, Ashtamurti Vrut Deva Pujana. See? Now, after this is told, then the next thing is, now we have trained our mind to become relaxed and expand. See, yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhaya. Deha bhimane galite vidyate paramatmani yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra meditation. See. And how it can happen? Deha bhimane galite. So what is real meditation? Real meditation is rising above body identification. Meaning, the body is our slave, we are not the slave of the body. See? That is meditation. how important it is. So, real meditation is only two steps. One step is freedom from the influence of body identification, and second, freedom from the notion that we are a soul in the body. So, what is happening? We are changing the standpoint. See? So, this is up to here, we are working at the body level and to some extent migrating at the mind level. And then we are given further working on the mind. Now, see how the meditation is. We started from the external, slowly entering in our own being. Then we are told, do bhajan kirtan. See? In bhajan kirtan, so many supports are there. Tabla, peti, mantra, and people clapping, so many people are there. So, if somebody is singing some bhajan and his voice is horrible, so never mind, he will be good, somebody will chant. So, some kind of support. Then from there we are told that now enough of the external supports. Now start chanting the mantra japa. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. First loudly, then in the Madhyama Vani. Now see what is happening in the whole process? We are coming back to our being. See? How do we know we are coming back to our being? We do not carry the burden of any desires. Desires are only when we are away from ourselves. See? And there also we are told that this is not a sporadic. In front of the God we are the bhakta, afterwards we are vibhakta. No. All the time one with the divine. After that, yoga. This all is possible. If our life is disciplined, yoga gives us the way of disciplining the life. See? All of us know early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Our life is late to bed and late to rise is the guarantee to be unhealthy and otherwise. Self-discipline is extremely essential. See? Without self-discipline, things cannot be achieved on the spiritual path or material path. This is the purpose of yoga. See? Now we have done this much. Now the question is raised. You are struggling with your mind, man. Purify the mind. Discipline the mind. Make the mind single-pointed. Before you do all this, find out what is mind. That you want to take care of, that mind, you say, what is the mind? Now be attentive. Our eyes can see every color and form. Can our eyes see themselves? We cannot. Because their seen difference is dissolved. But does it mean the vision is not there? So is the vision dependent on the colors and forms or independent of colors and forms? See? Whether there are few colors and forms or many or no color and form, does it make any influence to the vision? So the vision is independent of all colors and forms. Once we are convinced of this, will we be disturbed by the presence or absence of things and beings? I'll tell you one example. This happened in Kerala many years before. I was staying with some Gujarati family. And that lady told me, Swamiji, we had one Swamiji before you came here. I said, I know, you are all professionals, have many Swamis, then you evaluate Swamis, and then you try to see who is good, who is bad, and that's what your business is. Go ahead. So you evaluate me also. He said, Swamiji, you are straight away telling on our face. I said, yes, I am not afraid of you. Then she said, there was one Swamiji, he came, and before that conditions, so much publicity should be given, so many banners should be there, this should be given in the newspaper, this is my write-up, should be put over there, and then so many banners around the lecture hall, so many people should be present, a minimum of 2,000, 5,000 like that. Then only I will come. So we agreed all his conditions. First day, we somehow paid and got it, like the politicians, paid audience, we got it. Next day, only 10 people came. He became angry. Then that old lady, she said, I also became angry. He said, Swamiji, first day his responsibility was mine. Next day onward is your responsibility. I can't do that. And then he used to get disturbed and angry and all that. See? So, eyes are like that. If there are many things, they will see. If there are less things, they will not see. So what is we have to learn? That the illuminator is not disturbed by what is illumined. This is the rule. Live with this understanding, then we are living in meditation. Normally we react. We don't need to react. We react because we have given importance to something. So, manasam tu kim margane krute. So, when we inquire what is the mind, so then we come to know there is nothing like mind. Then what is the mind? If it is nothing, then where experiences are happening, the teacher continues further inquiry. See? Now here be very attentive. I am not telling you the mechanical meditation. See? This is one object, object number one. This object and its existence is established when there is somebody seeing this object. So, this knowledge has three components. This is an object. Object doesn't know it is an object. This is an object. I know this is an object. So, an object that is known, the knower of the object, and the knowledge of the object, that it is an object. For one object, there is one objective aspect and one subjective aspect. The second object, that object also I know. Third object, that also I know. So, objects are many, but I, the knower, is one. See? Therefore, where all the knowledge is happening, only I, the knower. See? Therefore, what is mind? Mind is aham viddhi manaha. I is the mind. And exactly this is what we can recognize in our own experience. If there are many objects, the I will be fat. If there are less number of objects entertained by I will be thin. If there is no object entertained, I will disappear. And what remains is Paramatma. See? Therefore, ahami nasha bhaji aham taya spurati vrut swayam paramapurna sat. Now, let us do a small experiment. Listen to the sound that I make. How many knocks? 3. Have I become 3? No more. More knocks. Have I become fat? Now, absolute silence. Am I lost anywhere? So, is it not our experience? When things are there or things are not there, does it make any difference to us? Waking experience, things are. Dream experience, things are. So when there is a waking experience, do we become big? When the waking experience is over, do we lose our being? Dream experience, do we become rich? Dream is over, do we lose anything? In the deep sleep, we have nothing. Are we absent? So where is our attention now? Our attention is on being and not becoming. So, living in meditation is presence or absence of things and beings makes no impact on us. कोई वंदो कोई निंदो कोई कैसे कहो रे राम सांगे प्रीत बांधी होत जैसे होत रे. This poise is within us. Nobody will even suspect this. Because we are not remaining as extraordinary. We are just ordinary. We don't have to prove something. Like, people go for various functions. Like yesterday we went to, that Ganesh Puja. So when we go as a special, special sari and bidi nahi, special sari and various kinds of ornaments and all that, Because we want to prove that we are not ordinary. Spiritual life is so unassuming existence, nobody will even suspect that we have ever stepped on the spiritual path. Because now there is nobody. Now to get into this, we have to do some experiments on us. Not the same thing every day. Anything you do regularly on a repeated basis, you are not required to involve your mind. See? Like you people are driving to your place. Every day you have to go to the same place. Take the car, you don't have to think even. It happens automatically. And anything which happens automatically, you are not involved and there is no charm in that life. Mechanically we doing. The same thing happens when we do meditation mechanically. Then sit properly this way, that way, and then don't disturb 6 to 6:30 meditation. Okay? After that, frustration. No. We do this as an experiment, and every day meditation should be unique, not repeated. That which is repeated is finite. Infinite only is not repeated. And for that, the real meditation is Deha Vimane Galite Vidnyate Paramatmani Yatra Yatra Manoyati Tatra Tatra Samadhaya. Now start playing everyday new technique. See? Like any instrument, if it is not used regularly, it becomes rusted. It loses its potentiality. One example I'll tell you to make this point. One person, he got one harmonium for me. He says, Swamiji, you should learn harmonium and play because you have got a good voice. I said, I know what voice I have got. No, you don't know it is very good voice. You should learn harmonium and start singing. You don't sing in your satsang. I said, I don't want that, Hame, Tolu, Taliya, all the time interested only in that music. See, Bhagwan Shankaracharya distinctly says, Veena Vadana Saundarya Bhuktaye Natu Muktaye. Music is a bhog, it is not a yoga. See, friends, because you are enjoying it. And if the wrong music comes, you become disturbed. See? Therefore, we have to keep the instrument active and polish every time. So this person who gave me this harmonium, he said, no, Swamiji, I brought for I leave it here, you do one day or other you learn. I said, okay, keep it there. Things are imposed on us. Nobody wants what we want. What we should do, that everybody tells us. What we tell, nobody does. That is my spiritual practice. So, he kept it. And again, he happened to come after 6 months. Swamiji, have you learned? I said, what? Harmonium I gave you. What harmonium? I am expert in forgetting the things. That harmonium, I said, where it is? Oh, that one, okay. Then I said, I have not touched after you left it. Oh God, Swamiji, what happened? It must have been destroyed now. I said, you brought it, you take it. Then he wanted to see how it is. He opened the thing, and when he pumped the air, holes were open and all the air came out. Swamiji, it is destroyed completely. I said, now my sadhana is learn. What is to learn? I said, any instrument which is not used for a longer period of time, it is rusted and destroyed. What is the instrument because of which we are human beings? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam. See how important it is. Here Bhagavad Gita tells this, Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. We all have intellect. But are we using the intellect to the benefit that this very life is our last life? So like every instrument has to be polished, used again and again. Exactly the same way, our intellect should not be mechanical one. See, friends, there used to be one great Mahatma. His name was Udiya Baba. He used to be in Vrindavan. He and many other Mahatmas, they have got tremendous impact on my life and thinking and understanding and spiritually practice. So, some devotees say, Maharaj, let us go to the Krishna Mandir, Baki Bihari. Okay, go. He will go there. Stand. And Maharaj, chalo, okay, chalo. So one day one says, Maharaj, you come there and don't do namaskar to Bhagavan. People say, what kind of Mahatma he is? He is not doing namaskar to Baki Bihari ji. Why you don't do that? He became angry. Why didn't you tell me? You took me there. You should tell me, do namaskar, I will do namaskar. He is not even aware that he is someone other than the Lord. Can our eyes see themselves? Therefore, there is no vision. But we are so mechanically involved because our intellect is rusted. Rusted intellect does not allow us to learn from every single experience. See? And therefore, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. He who has not used his intellect, and use of the intellect is not justifying the right and wrong. Use of the intellect is learning something new. If we want to praise somebody, will we praise, oh, he is a motu, No, don't. Or should we say, oh, he is very emotional, cries every moment? No. He is very intelligent. Now, what is intelligence? That faculty is not rusted. And for that, we have to learn every day new meditation. Not like the food, fresh from the fridge, going into the microwave, and a pinda is prepared and pindadan is done. No, fresh. Every day, new meditation. And all of them together will lead us to that presence or absence of things and beings have no impact on our being. Like waking and dreams come and go, nothing is added to us, nor do we lose anything. In deep sleep and samadhi, we do not lose anything, we do not gain anything. So I want to do meditation for what? What do you want to get? See? Therefore, means should not be mistaken as the goal. See? There was one old couple, and that lady was always doing experiments on food, and the only guinea pig was her husband. So one day she was in a very romantic mood. He said, honey, darling, tonight we are going to have a candlelight dinner, okay? Now, poor husband, okay, what can he do? Then she had a nice, beautiful table laid, and candles, and crockery, everything neat and clean and beautiful. And this fellow was hungry, and she said, come on, honey. And he came and he was eating. Now, they want appreciation. Now tell me, what is that which you like the most today on the dining table? Now, she meant food. He said, candles are beautiful. When on the dining table, candle is praised, what does it mean? I issued one joke. The husband asked for pickles when he's taking food. He says, do we have any pickles? Yes, pickle is given. Now the small boy, son is sitting. He says, Mummy, when the husband asks pickles from the wife while taking food, that means there is no dum in the food. खाने में कोई दम नहीं है. He said, but do you know why he does like that thing? Because there is no dum in him to tell the food is not good. See? Life is so simple. Presence or absence of things and beings should not have an impact on us. And the best part is, without effort, it happens. It is not done. It has to be recognized that it is happening. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhiras tatrana muhyati. See? Childhood, you ask any child, what is his dream? When I become big, I will have this thing, I will have that thing, I will go here, I will drive the car, I will drive. Oh. Ah, the old person. See? हम भी अगर बच्चे होते. So we have trained ourselves not to be happy where we are. Therefore, meditation is working on this illusion of I. See? Who is disturbed? And this can be done only by inquiry. And inquiry is not the dish for any Tom, Dick and Harry. See? Like the kids, if they are to be taught maths, you can't talk to them abstract. You require some support. See? And slowly we are trained to have bhavana. This is nose, this is eyes. So slowly the child learns. In the same manner, we are told, we are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. We are Indian, we are not Indian. Slowly, and that becomes our personality. And we get buried in that. And thereafter, we want the whole world to accept and appreciate as we are. This is how the samsara begins. Therefore, recognize this, and this is done by the faculty of intellect. Intellect is an asset as well as a liability. When intellect is used for logic, it is a liability. When intellect is used for drawing the conclusion, it is an asset. See? Now one example I'll tell you. There was one lady, she had a son. He was about 48 or so. From India, he shifted to USA because they had a business. So the mother, father were doing in India and son was doing in USA. They had no children. So I used to go to their house. He was having a cancer issue, that boy. One day, it so happened, he had some cancer issue. He was admitted in the hospital. All treatments were done. And then he was relieved from the hospital. Payment, everything made. I was sitting outside in the coffee house and taking a cup of coffee, happily now going home from the hospital. After paying the bill, in the chair itself, he died. That time, his wife and mother were with him. Naturally crying and all that happened. So when I came to know, I went to see them after a few days. I was far away. And I was so surprised. That mother who had only son and died, she has done everything. What she said? Swamiji, I have been listening and reading your Amritanubhav for last so many years. That is the only text I read. And in that text you have told 100 times, cause and effect is an illusion. Karya Karana Mithya. He said, I am holding on to that. Why he died, I don't ask the question. He said, जिसने दिया वो ले लिया, मेरा कब था? This is use of intellect. But instead of that, Swami, why it happened? Man, what Papa have to? That is not being in meditation. But normally, we get lost only in this cause and effect. Therefore, if we really are walking the spiritual path, please remember this principle. We have to remain beyond the scope of cause and effect. How do we go? If we learn from every experience, we go beyond cause and effect. If we don't learn, but if we react, we are caught up in cause and effect. See? But this cause and effect has gone so deep in our head, we don't want to come out of it. Why? Because the sky is too high. See, friends. Now, where did I learn this thing? See? We, as a child, sometime or the other, we have touched the fire and we got our hand burned. So, did we react to the fire, or we have learned from the fire that it burns? Now, after we have learned, do we have liking or hatred for the fire? No, because we have learned. Usage of the intellect to go beyond the cause and effect, although cause and effect can also be established by the same intellect, is living in meditation. Why? See? Like I was in Bethlehem in Pennsylvania. So they asked me, Swamiji, please tell us this time what our youth should learn from the story of Ramayana. All the oldies, my host 90, he asked me, and he is the chief of that because a lot of money. You know, in USA, temples don't belong to God. They belong to the trustees, the management committees, not to God. See? In Las Vegas, I had my talks in one of the temples. Next year when I went, my friend said, Swami, this time we will be having the talk in somebody's house, not in the temple. I said, okay. Do you know why? I said, I don't know. You must be having some problem. He said, I don't have problem. The temple has a problem. New committee has come. And the new committee doesn't approve of the old committee. So old committee has locked all the accounts. They cannot take out a single dollar out of it. Now they can't do anything. Then it has become a court case. New committee versus old committee. And in the court it is going on. And Krishna is waiting. Ab kab khulega darwaja? See? So I am very clear. The temples don't belong to God. They belong to the committee. So this person told me, Swamiji, please tell for our youth. I started. He dialed the wrong number. What can I do? I said, look here, you are born and brought up in India. You are Indian by birth and by thinking. Your children are born in America. They are not Indians, they are Americans. And what is taught here? Don't listen to anybody. So they are true to their birth. See? No, our concern is this temple that we have developed. Our next generation should take over. I said, that I can tell you. When some new youngsters are coming, the first generation youngsters from India, and those who are interested in this, give it to them. You vacate, they will continue. If you insist that your children should follow this path, it will not happen. And I didn't know, and it was just his both children were married to the Americans. See? How important it is. Remember, spiritual life is not the social gatherings. Social gatherings are very good, time pass. But Adhyatma is this. And this can happen only if our intellect remains polished, perfectly polished. And it can remain polished if we have this simple rule: learn something new every day in life. See? And once we start learning, our intellect will not become rusted. This I am telling you. There used to be one, this happened in Assam, Guwahati, many years before. Must be about 30, 40 years before. There used to be one Sharmaji. He was very good in Bhajan Kirtan. In Assam, there is a Namghar kind of an institution. They don't have Vigraha. They have got only Nama Sankirtan, and they have got Bhagavad Mahapuran packed nicely and kept here as a puja, like in case of the Sardarji. They have got a Guru Granth Sahib there. They were contemporary. That Shankar Dev and Guru Nanak, they were contemporary. So that impact has come on. And in that place, Bhajan Kirtan, so where a Bhajan Kirtan, tabla and harmonium is required. So he was very good in singing and harmonium. So unless Sharma ji comes, Bhajan Kirtan satsang will not start. Slowly, he was called by the people as Guruji. Guruji nahi aaye, Guruji nahi aaye, Guruji nahi aaye. And he started taking himself to be Guruji. Everybody Guruji, coming and doing namaskar, chamatkar. He started thinking, really, I must be Guruji. When everybody doing namaskar to me, who do I started like that? And he had only one daughter. And then it so happened that old age he has to stay with his daughter. So he was not well. When I came to know, I went to see him. In Assam, the sa is pronounced as ha. It is not Assam, we say, it's a home. That is why they say from the Assamese never take Ashirwad. They will say Hata Yushi Bhava. Not Shata Yushi Bhava, Hata Yushi Moro Jaldi. Hata Yushi Bhava. So I went to see him that he is not well. When I went to his house, he called his daughter, now you go out and prepare something for Swamiji, and then when I come, then you come inside. She went. I said, yes, Guruji, what happened to you? He got up from the bed. He sat and putting his head on my shoulder and started crying. Swamiji, you abuse me. You kick me. Don't call me Guruji. I said, Maharaj, why are you telling like that? He said, I am telling you. All of them say, Guruji, Guruji, but I know what I am. I am nowhere near the truth. And I am now ashamed of myself, being honored by the people. Now tell me, so many years he was doing bhajan kirtan. What is the product at the end? These are the events in my life which has taught me so many things. See, friends, it is so important. My friends, we cheat and deceive ourselves the most. Because somebody tells you are wise, we know what we are. See, my friends. Therefore, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Are we using our intellect to prove cause and effect? Or we are sharpening our intellect so that we go beyond the catch of the logic? Those who are caught up in the logic by the intellect, they are called as not intelligent, they are called as intellectuals. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. Most of these software couples, why they fight? Both of them are intellectuals. See? Constantly searching for the options. See, friends. Therefore, we have to keep our intellect properly polished. Again, Bhagavan Krishna condemns Arjun for what? He was using his intellect, logic, to prove how what he was suggesting to drop from the life is wrong. He was suggesting that. Katham bhishmam aham sankhe drunam chamadasudana. How can I kill my guru and my grandfather? Meaning I can kill your guru and your grandfather. Logic. And Bhagwan gave him left and right. Gatasuna gatasunshcha nanu shochanti panditaha. Ashocha nanu shochastvam pradnya vadauscha bhashase. You are talking rubbish and you think you are wise. Do you know who is wise? Gatasuna gatasunshcha. People are miserable for two reasons. Gatasun, when somebody dies. So when somebody dies, they are miserable. When somebody doesn't die, they are marta bhi nahi hai. They are miserable there also. Gatasun gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Therefore, real meditation is we transcend the limits of the logic created by the intellect and learn from every single experience. That is meditation. See, you have seen in electronics. Initially, when one of my friend, those days we used to have the VHS cassettes. Somebody has to record the video talk and then he used to make it and give. We used to sell those. Then somebody told Swami, it can be done in the laptop only. It can be kept there. You don't require so much structural thing. Oh, really? Then somebody from Singapore came and he taught me this can be done. This. My God, so like this. Surprising. Then within few months that became outdated. Then came the small cassettes. Then came the still smaller one. Now in one pen drive, 4 TB. Your Kumbhaka become. See? This change is possible because the intellect is not rusted. In the same manner, on the spiritual path, let our intellect be not rusted. Let it remain fresh. And it can be done if we go beyond cause and effect. Then the last important thought. Then what happens? We discover every day something new in our life. Every day something new. Not the same mechanical thing. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not intellect, I am not. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Or chanting mechanically, Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, constantly rocking and doing. Keep chili below, chutney tayar. No. Something new. So, like in the material science, progress is appreciated, is it not? In the spiritual path also, regression is appreciated, not progression. Come back. Then every experience is our guru. See? Every experience. Then we come to know really what do we get when we sleep? We get nothing. But if we are not able to sleep for whatever reason, how much disturbed we are? What could be the reason? That if I don't get sleep, I have to take some tablets and sleep. But what do I get? I get nothing. Tatra mata amata bhavati, pita pita bhavati. We are neither mother, father, brother, sister, nobody. And yet we want to go to sleep. Why? Think. And has anybody ever said that after I wake up from the sleep, I am damn tired? No. Do any work for 8 hours? How tired we become. What is the reason? Think. Then we come to know deep sleep is an experience when we are one with the divine. Divinity being bliss. In deep sleep, nobody is miserable. So, the bliss, the happiness that we have in the deep sleep, is it coming from the worldly objects? Is it coming from the worldly relations? Is it coming from a particular status? See? Then it is uncreated bliss. Therefore, meditation is not to get happiness. Meditation is to express happiness. And we can express happiness if we have discovered. Then we will never be disturbed, we will never be miserable under any condition. Then our life becomes like water. Keep in any pot comfortable. Let it be a petri dish, let it be a test tube, let it be a capillary tube, comfortable, no problem. Ice cubes, I want my shape only, not the personality. Therefore, start playing, to conclude, start playing what it is like being other than the body. Work on this. Slowly, slowly, you will discover your own techniques. Then you will come to know meditation is not an action, but it is an experience. Meditation is not a verb, it is a noun. Actions begin and end. Noun remains. Living in that experience 24/7 is मौज में रहो. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.